let's talk about how these cues will impact our own markets. We have our research team joining in, as always, to tell you just that. This is our Power Prep segment. Good morning, guys. Sudarshan, let me come to you. There are a lot of macro cues, a lot of global cues as well. What is the market setup looking like today?
Morning, Son. That's correct. So, the cues are largely positive, at least on global front, after an inline US CPI for the month of February. US equities saw a close with healthy gains led by technology names like Meta and Nvidia. But at the same time, US 10-year yield too saw a move higher and is now around the level of 4.2%. And following all these, GIFT Nifty is indicating a start with minor gains for Indian market. For our market, yesterday's move was an extension to what we saw on Monday, that is broader market sell-off. Mid-cap and small-cap index saw a fall of nearly 2% each, while Sensex and Nifty saw a close with minor gains. But the real pain is being seen at the stock level than at the index level. On your screen, you'll be seeing a name of few stocks which were either at 52-week or record high just a few weeks ago, and from there have taken a sharp knock and are now down somewhere in the range of 30 to 40%. And mind it, these are very few names. Like this, there are several mid-cap and small-cap stocks which have seen a similar kind of move. Also, the market move over the last few days is indicating one thing, that is preference for large caps, and that too index heavyweights. On Tuesday, top Nifty gainers for the stocks which have maximum weightage in the index, and those were HDFC Bank, TCS, Infosys and Reliance. Coming to institutional activities, both FIs and DIs were buyers for fifth straight day. FIs bought shares of rupees 73 crore and DIs more than rupees 2,300 crore. In the cues to watch, we have US crude inventories. Keep an eye on ITC as BAT is looking to sell 3.5% stake via block deals. Also keep an eye on Max Finance and Axis Bank as Delhi High Court is going to hear the plea filed by Subramanian Swamy.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Sudarshan, for joining us with those cues. A lot of stocks that will be on our radar as well. Vamakshi has that list. Good morning, Vamakshi.
Well, good morning, Sonal. Let me first start off with ITC. The stock has been in focus yesterday and will continue to be in focus today. British American Tobacco is looking to sell nearly 3.5% stake in the company. The price range will be nearly 384 to 400 rupees per share. And this values the 3.5% stake that BAT owns in ITC at 16,775 crores. BAT, after this transaction, will hold nearly 25.5% stake in ITC. Apart from that, keep an eye out on Aurobindo Pharma. Eugia Pharma Specialties has started distribution of aseptic products manufactured at Unit 3. This was earlier temporarily stopped, and in fact the company is expecting the commercial production from these lines of the facility by April 15th, 2024. Shalby will also be on our radar. The company has announced that they will be acquiring 100% stake in Healers Hospital for 104 crores. Signature Global will be the next one that we will be watching out for after the company has launched new project under affordable housing policy in Gurugram, consisting of nearly 235 units with area spread over 1.6 acres. Glenmark Pharmaceuticals and Glenmark Life also in focus. Nirma has completed acquisition of 75% stake in Glenmark Life Sciences. Titagarh will also be in focus after Titagarh Rail Systems has launched the second 25T Bollard pull tug for the Indian Navy. Muthoot Capital also on our radar because EV Fin partners with the company in order to expand its electric two-wheeler financing across India, and in fact this collaboration entails a total deal size of up to 150 crores. Oriental Rail Infra also in focus. Indian Railways has increased the order quantity of box NHL wagons by almost 91 wagons to 3,055 units. Let's also focus in lastly on Macrotech Developers. The promoter has in fact sold nearly 49.7 lakh shares equity via block deals at 1,180 rupees per share.
Okay, all right. That is the list for stocks and news. Let me go across to Nigel joining in with all the cues from the F&O space. Hey, Nigel.
Well, morning, Sonal. You know, yesterday's trading session as well, the Nifty consolidated. The problem is in the broader markets, and the advanced decline ratio is getting a little bit worrying now. You know, besides what happens on the index, one hope the bulls will have is at least the number of stocks advancing, you know, they gradually start moving higher, you know, in comparison to what we have seen, 300, 400 stocks. You'll want it to get at least around 600, 700 stocks, and then you'll be feeling a little bit good. We're not out of the woods in terms of the broader markets, but some improvement in the breadth is what the wish list would have. What did the FIs do yesterday? Well, they added more longs than shorts. They added close to around 7,500 long contracts in the ratio of close to around 3:1. But they continue to remain net short with close to around 57% of their positions on the short side. The Nifty Bank, that recovered from yesterday's low, and I'm looking at this broad range. The support level will be at around this 46,600 mark to around 46,800. Why do I say that? Because we bounced off yesterday's low. That's the reference point you have out there. And also the 20 and the 50 DMA is in that vicinity. So it's crucial that the Nifty Bank holds that 46,600 to around 46,800, which is the 50 and yesterday's low as well. What about the Nifty? Well, yesterday you had the markets that consolidated, and on a day-to-day basis, you are seeing signs of writing at around the 20,000 put, 20,050 put, which is telling you that the near-term support is at around 20,000 odd. Give and take everything, as long as the 22,000 mark is holding out, you'll still have to stay pretty much in an uptrend, because that's what the data points are suggesting. On the upside, 22,550 becomes a bit of a resistance zone because 22,500 call has been written aggressively. And the 20 DMA, that's the first reference point on the downside. So 20,000 is support, 22,200 is the 20 DMA. One stock that I'll be focusing on today is ITC. Last few days, we've been seeing a huge open interest build up. So that stock needs to be in focus. Let's get that plate up for you on the screen. The total open interest out there is nearly around 11 crore shares. 35 lakh shares getting added yesterday, and my colleague Mangalam tells us that in all probability that the block could happen in pre-market. So if it happens in the block window, those shorts will have to scamper for cover. That's the stock I'm looking at in today's trading session.
Okay, that definitely will be the stock of the day today. Thank you guys for joining us and telling us what to expect from trading day today. Time for